Hello everyone, hope you are staying safe. I'm Dr. Shreya Dubey. I'm a consultant in the Department of Pediatrics and Neonatology at the CK Birla Hospital, Gurgaon. First of all, I would like to thank the Mompreneur Circle for giving me this opportunity to interact with so many beautiful people out there. Today we'll be discussing about the ways and tips to help our children to take care of our children during the rainy season. So monsoons are round the corner, and while the rains, they bring in a welcome respite from all the summer heat. This is also the time when our children become relatively more susceptible to foodborne infections, waterborne infections, airborne infections, insect and mosquito related infections, and other skin issues. As pediatricians, we also see a spike in the cases of common cold, viral fever, gastroenteritis, then typhoid, malaria, dengue, hepatitis, fungal infections, skin eczema, etc. So what all can be done to keep our children healthy during this rainy season? First of all, we should provide our children with good, healthy and hygienic food which is rich in vitamins, minerals and antioxidants. Always remember to wash the fruits as well as the vegetables properly. So take special care in washing the green leafy vegetables like cabbage, spinach, cauliflowers, because these might contain a lot of germs, pests and worms. The other thing is which vegetables are good for the children during this monsoon season. So the vegetables like lauki, tori, tinda, karela, kantola, parval, then sweet potato, these are all good vegetables for the kids during this season specifically. If we talk about the fruits, then fruits like peaches, plums, papayas, pears, bananas, lychees, cherries, these are all rich sources of antioxidants and vitamins. If you're packing a lunch box for your kid, please avoid things like raw sprouts or cut fruits or salad during this season. Instead, you can steam the sprouts. You can give your children those fruits which can be easily peeled. And once the summer season leaves, once the summer season ends, please avoid fruits like melons or mangoes. Please avoid giving your children these kind of foods. Dry fruits like walnuts, almonds, dates, prunes, these are also rich in antioxidants and these can be included in the snacks of your children. In this scenario, during this season, the COVID-19 scenario, in the rainy season, home-based or homemade food, that is the best option. Food should be properly cooked and it should always be served fresh and warm. Spices like garlic, ginger, they add to the digestibility of the food for our children, so they can be added. Eating outside or eating from roadside vendors like eating things like momos, colas, kulfis, then pani puris, etc. These are never a good option. These are never a good idea. So children of any age group, they should be strongly discouraged from eating outside during this season. Now let's talk about water. So water is a source of many infections during this season. So always make sure that you are giving purified, boiled and cool water to your children, especially if your children are less than 5 years old. Staying hydrated is very important because it helps in building up the immunity of the children during this season. So staying hydrated is very important, but strongly discourage the outside beverages or outside juices or drinks. Now, a very small pointer for the young infants, if your baby is bottle fed or top fed or formula fed, always make sure that the formula is prepared in boiled water. Also, make sure that you are regularly sterilizing or cleaning the utensils as well as the bottles. Now, let's talk about the environment, how to keep the environment safe for our children. So, keep the house and the rooms clean and dry. And check the gardens, then adjacent balcony areas, then bathrooms for any water puddles. Clean the house drains properly and secure any loose electric connections or wires. The room temperature, it should be optimal. The room temperature should be comfortable for your kid. Now, if we talk about bathing, the children should be encouraged to take a bath at least once a day. The bath time should be adjusted so that it coincides with the warmest time of the day. Also, if you are using any antiseptic lotion or solution in the bath water, for example Dettol, Savlon, etc., any antiseptic liquid, then please make sure that it has been diluted properly. It is not being used neat on the skin of the child directly. Plus, please make sure that it is not being used on the private parts of the child. Plus, do not use them, avoid these products if your child is having any skin irritation or any allergic diseases of the skin. Now what about clothes? Clothes should not be tight during this season. They should be loose, light colored, comfortable, and they should preferably be made up of cotton or partial wool. They should be completely dry, they should not be damp. Plus, you should always make sure that your child is wearing full sleeves clothes during this season so that the insects and the mosquitoes are not attracted towards the child. Also, always encourage footwear, shoes or chappals or anything, always encourage footwear in all children more than 18 months of age. So our children have a very frequent habit of biting their nails and to put their hands in their mouths repeatedly, their fingers in their mouths repeatedly. So always make sure that the nails are properly cut and they are clean so that the children they do not ingest any dust, germs which has accumulated inside the nails. Plus always make sure that your child is washing their hands frequently, as frequently as possible. Now let's talk about the mosquito repellents. For any baby who is less than 2 months old, mosquito nets, they are the best option. Things like creams, lotions, body sprays or mosquito sticks, the skin roll-ons, these should not be encouraged. They are not recommended for babies who are less than 2 months old. Even for older children, if you choose to use any of these mosquito repellents, go for the organic ones with the herbal ingredients. The chemical based or the DEET based, these chemical based repellents, the mosquito repellents, they can be used after the age of 6 months, particularly if your area is really infested with the mosquitoes. Now if we talk about the liquid vaporizers or the mats, then they should not be used in a child who is less than 1 year old, and even if you are using it in a child who is more than 1 year old, make sure that the child is not suffering from any allergies, any recurrent coughs, and please make sure that it is out of the reach of the child or the children. So let's talk about the mosquito repellents. So if your baby is less than 2 months old, then the mosquito nets, they are the best options. Things like body sprays or skin roll-ons or creams, lotions or sticks, wipes, these things are not recommended for any baby who is less than 2 months old. Even for the older babies, if you want to use them, use the organic ones with herbal ingredients. Now, for the chemical mosquito repellents, they can be used for children who are more than 6 months old, and they can be used in areas where the mosquito infestation is really, really high. So let's talk about the liquid vaporizers and the mosquito mats now. These can be used for children who are more than 1 year old, but just make sure that your child is not suffering from any cough, cold, recurrent cough and cold, recurrent allergies. Plus always make sure that these liquid vaporizers or the mats, they are kept away from the reach of the child. Similarly, the mosquito coils, they should not be used in closed spaces, they should not be used in closed rooms, and they should be kept away from the reach of the child. Now the mosquito rackets or the zappers, they should not be given to the children to play with. One more thing is the pesticide sprays or the fumigation. If you want to get your house or any room fumigated, please make sure that your child is in a separate room with the door closed. Do not open the door till the fumes have dissipated or till the smell has cleared. We should always let our children play in the rain once in a while. These are the childhood memories. Please do not overprotect your children. So please make sure that they do not do it repeatedly, that they do it only within a stipulated period of time, and make sure that your child is not playing in the rain if they are already under the weather. Now amidst all this, we should not forget about the COVID-19 precautions. So the COVID-19 precautions include that you should encourage your child to wash their hands as frequently as possible. When washing hands is not an option, then please ask them to use sanitizers. Please ask them to put a mask on their face when they're going out, and they should maintain a distance of at least 6 feet or 2 meters from the people or the children of the other households. Play groups and group activities, play dates, these should be actually discouraged during these times. And please remind your children repeatedly that they should not be touching their face with their hands again and again. Now, when to visit the doctor? If you feel that your child is feverish, or if you feel that the child is suffering from any cough, cold, nausea, vomiting, loose motions, or multiple red bumps on the body, then please visit your pediatrician at the earliest so that these things can be managed before they worsen. Also, please remember to get flu shots or the influenza vaccination for your kids every year during the rainy season. Happy monsoons, take care, stay safe. Thank you.